The wealth transfer is coming closer and closer, and guys, we are at the final stages. I think in the coming months, massive things are going to happen, and I want to urge every single one of you to not give up at this specific moment. And I will really try in this video to take away any doubt that you might have with certain charts, what I'm going to show you, which will tell us where the market is heading, in which direction the market is heading, for my personal opinion. So guys, let's jump straight into that. And guys, let me start off with some recognition to some of you. If you are bearish right now, I can completely understand you, because most people are bearish right now. In this video, I just want to show you some charts which actually prove the opposite. And I believe that we should not give up, at least not everything, right before this wealth transfer is taking place. I feel that it's going to happen in the next coming months. A lot of things is going to happen, will be positive for crypto. The direction is up, in my opinion. I'm going to stick with that. Even though Bitcoin is correcting, I know it's going lower than we expected. I still believe it will go up. So let's dive into the charts, guys. And even though we are in a so-called bear market, I still think the direction will be up. And I'm going to show with you exactly why that's the case. Well, first of all, guys, let me draw a trend line also right here. We have a nice uptrending trend line here for Bitcoin. We kind of still holding that line, right? We still hold that line. That is very important. I want to give you some insight in today's video that is very, very important, guys, because you have to ask yourself, you have to stick with the facts. What happened? What is happening? Stick to the facts and don't get caught. Don't lose yourself in the emotional state of the markets. So let me tell you, first of all, guys, every correction during this bull market felt like it's over. Many people have sold during these rallies, and then the last correction, guys, it's the opposite. Right? Everyone feels like, no, but now we go up again. No, this correction, which is still pretty small so far, if you zoom out, if you zoom in, it's pretty heavy, a lot of blood in the markets. I totally understand. If you zoom out, it's pretty small so far. Everyone is calling a top. Everyone is saying bear market started. They're talking about the president with all the new regulations, and I just don't think that's the case. Now, my first point, guys, that I want to make, actually the first 2 points that I quickly made in today's videos, we still have an uptrend, and every correction should feel like it's going to be the end of the world, which often isn't, right? Structure-wise, nothing changed. Nothing changed. This just is still in an uptrend. We're still above previous resistance, right? We're still above previous resistance. We're still above this uptrend. I don't think anything changed structurally yet, so we can call this is a bear market. The only thing that we can say factually is, well, we have quite a big pullback, which is coinciding with the time base of the cycle. We still have an uptrend, and many people are bearish, many people are selling. Those are some things we can say about this. Also, when we have a look at the Fear and Greed Index, guys, we've been to the levels of, I think it's even lower when you look at the daily time frame, but this is on the weekly time frame. We went to crazy low levels during this bull market. It is insane how bearish and how panicky everyone was. It is the last time we had this was basically when the FTX, the biggest exchange, collapsed, and many people at that specific moment lost. Later they got a little bit back, but they lost their funds. That's what, like, imagine the amount of trust. The amount of trust that is broken in the crypto space, and with such a crash. It's like 20% of the people that are in crypto, because FTX was one of the biggest exchanges, 20% of the people in crypto suddenly lost their money. And yeah, that's it. It's a fraud. It was a fraud, right? So that was a crazy period, even after already bleeding so much. That was the last. And that was also all in the perfect timing band of the bear market of the 4-year cycle. So time is still on our side, guys. But what I'm trying to say is that even when this is in the uptrend and we haven't really seen such an event taking place, we have seen the Bybit getting hacked, but that was resolved pretty quickly. Even though we haven't seen such a crazy event, the sentiment has been so low comparable to that of that event. That is a good sign, basically. That's a bullish sign, because it means we are still in a uptrend structure, but everyone is getting so bearish. They left the markets, weak hands are shaken out, and that creates the base for the next rally. And the next rally will come, if you ask me. Then, guys, evidence piece number 2. We are going to the Dixie, and the Dixie, this is really looking good, because generally, guys, every time the Dixie goes down, Bitcoin goes up. Dixie goes down, Bitcoin goes up. Dixie goes down, Bitcoin goes up. Now the Dixie has been coming down, and it has been coming down significantly, and it's not always a direct correlation. So when the Dixie comes down, Bitcoin has to come up like directly. Sometimes there's some weeks in between, but generally speaking, guys, if there would be a lot of strength in the Dixie, it would definitely it would strengthen the bearish case for Bitcoin, because it means the dollar is getting stronger. But what we are basically seeing is a fake out in the Dixie coming down. This is again very bullish for Bitcoin, because the dollar, the weak dollar, the dollar that is getting weaker, will look for places to store its value. And maybe a lot of that went already to Bitcoin. Strong hands have been buying Bitcoin, because that's what the market does, right? The market is correcting, guys, and then all the weak hands, they are panicking, they are selling their crypto, right? It's getting sucked up by the strong hands, who just say that I'm not gonna sell. And then suddenly the majority of the holders of a certain crypto or Bitcoin are the strong hands who are not selling, because they know what's going to come. The prices are going to go up. And then once the prices go up again, all the ones that have been selling during the panic, they are going to buy in again. That is not the right way to invest. So again, the Dixie is confirming this bullish scenario for Bitcoin. Then another indicator that I'm using pretty often, liquidation heat maps. Definitely looks, guys, that the liquidity right now is above us. That is so clear. I'm definitely going to stick again to the fact that this is another piece of evidence that the price most likely has to go up, because trading is always a game of probabilities. But the data picture is so clear. And of course, we dived a little bit deeper than we anticipated in a correction, but did it really? Because we could also say right here, yeah, Bitcoin is going to take a little bit of a dump. We are going to see that 60-day cycle low, and stocks are coming down, and it takes a Bitcoin a little bit deeper. But isn't every correction a little bit unexpected and a little bit deeper than you might initially think, because we are so stuck in that bullish scenario, because we have been going up already for quite some time? I think that's more realistic to say. Then, when we have a look at some other fractals in Bitcoin, it often did things like this, where we have consolidating, and we have a consolidation period, and people start to think like, okay, yes, from the support we are going to go rally, including me, guys. But the moment we are breaking that support, all these traders are like, Bitcoin broke support, so we are breaking down and we enter a bear market. We are dipping, and this is like a pendulum swing, however you want to make an analogy, is dipping. But during this dip, it's grabbing so much liquidity and it's grabbing so much momentum, and then wow, it's getting like launched like a rocket, as you can see with Bitcoin. Bitcoin did this many times in the past, and it will do this in the future as well. So another thing that I want to share with you, and this is the US dollar Theta dominance. And this thing can break out to the upside, definitely. And that would be very bearish for crypto in general, definitely. But we have not seen a breakout yet. So that's what I'm trying to say with this video, guys. I want to stick to the facts. And the fact is that we have not seen a breakout, and we have bearish divergences. at the resistance. And I know that the resistance is always going to be a hot spot, and it's always going to be feeling like, ooh, we are going to break out, and ooh, it's going to change, everything is going to change. But let's first wait until that happens. Let's wait till Bitcoin break this uptrend, until the stablecoin breaks the resistance, and then we can say market structure has changed. I was wrong. Maybe it is going way lower than initially expected. But as of now, looking at the facts, I want to stay factual. I want to get rid of the fear with you guys. For all the ones that are doubting to panic sell right now because they're seeing the price coming down. I'm just saying what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to do that. Then guys, we are going to some altcoins, and we're going to watch some charts just in general. First of all, let's have a look at XRP. XRP, like I said in my previous video, guys, XRP has a little bit mixed signals, but I am going to give this definitely the benefit of the doubt, because look at this relative strength index, look at this momentum indicators have been retracing very much. Maybe we can see a rally in XRP very soon, guys. The only thing, if you look to XRP from a wealth transfer perspective, it is and yeah, we cannot deny that, guys. It is I have to increase my screen a bit for it. It is a very special coin. We have had the amount of things that are happening around XRP is actually crazy, guys. We have Brandon Biggs talking about prophecies. We have many other people on YouTube talking about XRP prophecies. We have Brad Garlinghouse sitting together with the United States president. We have Gematria, which is numerology, linking the Matrix movie, and many other things to XRP as well. Mark of the Beast. We have the Bible talking about this event. We have Kim Clement talking about XP investments, going to be very significant in the future. For me personally, I cannot ignore all these signs. It is really insane. It is really insane, and it's not coincidence, guys. I don't believe in coincidence. Coincidence is the name that you give something for a situation that you don't understand. But everything is linked and everything has a reason. And like we made the previous videos about, like the Matrix movie being connected to XRP with the X logo, but also in terms of Gematria with Thomas Anderson. It is, and Meta Cortex, it is really... It is mind-blowing, guys. It is mind-blowing. And these are just manifestations of the real Matrix. The real Matrix where we are in right now. These are just manifestations. And we are seeing in these manifestations like certain connections. And these connections are there. And that's why I believe everyone should hold at least XRP. But I'm also going to be very honest with you guys. If I look at this chart from an investor's point of view, then yes, we can rally in the shorter term time frame, but we've already made a crazy rally in this chart. And if we want to get to the levels of $20 and so on, then it's definitely possible. But and I've said this before, a biblical thing needs to happen. Something huge needs to happen in order for this to go to these levels, and it's definitely possible. And it looks like many people have been dreaming about this, and many people are predicting this, and I think it's definitely possible. But again, from an analysis or technical analyst perspective, it is tricky because we already seen a rally, and I would rather look at tokens that have not yet seen the rally, because I would see personally a more favorable risk to reward ratio. But in terms of the story of the wealth transfer, we have to position ourselves here as well. We have to position ourselves here as well. And we have to use those funds for the benefit of humanity. We have to be the best examples of benevolent beings who are goodwilling with good intent towards other people. We're talking about that many times on the Discord server, on the community, the wealth transfer community, and I would highly Really highly recommend every single one of you. If you're religious, if you are looking further in life than just getting some money for yourself trading, join the wealth transfer community. It actually has been already life-changing for me. I made many friends on this place already, real friends which I'm aligned with my mind and with my heart, and that is something that I don't really have in my physical reality. So in my physical reality, often people would declare me a little bit crazy. They don't align with my type of thinking. So you can feel actually pretty alone. But in this wealth transfer community, it is the complete opposite. There's so much respect to each other. I get even messages from members right here that they have certain messages for me that help me on my spiritual path with my spiritual growth. I'm very thankful for that. This is a very special place if you are aligned with the same mindset. And we have almost 500 people. Not everyone is of course super active, but we have a lot of people talking with each other, helping each other, guiding each other, which is beautiful if you ask me. So, but that is my story about XRP. It's undeniable, something big is going on, guys. Mark of the beast, prophesied by the Bible. A lot of things is going on. We are seeing it unfolding right in front of our eyes. We can just not deny it. If we would deny that, we would also not have that much self-love, because why would we deny such a significant thing? Because it's already so clear what's happening. But there is more things happening too. So I want to go with you to some different altcoins as well. So let's go, for example, to Ethereum Classic. Let's go to a weekly time frame. And what I just want to share with you guys a little bit, if you are really panicking right now, if you are truly panicking, I just want to tell you, relax, okay? You maybe lose a little bit money during this correction. That's all completely fine. If it's on your path to become extremely wealthy, and if you can use that money for good, it will come to you anyway. So don't worry too much about it. But let's have a look at the structure, because this structure is still intact, if you ask me. This structure, Ethereum Classic, is still intact. This structure from Dash token is still intact. This is still the same structure as we have been seeing since 2017. That is 8 years ago. This is a same structure. Can we go lower? Yeah, we can go a little bit lower. But this structure is still intact. So the market conditions are still the same. Litecoin structure, okay, we did go a little bit lower. I hoped Litecoin ETF would be approved. I still think it's going to happen. We might have a little bit too much hype right here at the resistance. We're coming down, having some form of correction. This one is still valid. There is no change in market structure. Litecoin, Bitcoin, also no change in market structure. We can still go to this support, right? We are still in this channel. We can still go to this support. It is possible, but eventually we will go to this resistance. That's what I believe. This one too, basic attention token. Like, we can maybe lower this line a little bit because we have these wicks on these others too. Still intact, if you ask me. Bitcoin Cash even went up. Look at this. We broke out. Still intact. This is still intact. Zilliqa still intact. Arbitrum. This one, like, this is a little bit more sketchy, because here we can see we're breaking the support, but the weekly is not closed yet. I wouldn't be surprised if this just jumps back into this channel and then over the next week is going to rally. I would not be surprised that, and many people will be surprised, because many people are right now panicking, and I understand that a lot of people are panicking. This one is as well, Filecoin, really at low levels. It is very scary. Maybe this is going to break down. It's definitely possible, but so far, this one also, we don't have yet that weekly close. I think we can go back in and see that rally. Everything is super oversold, and I really think the direction is going to go up. So guys, that was it for today's video. I personally believe that yes, the wealth transfer is going to happen pretty quickly. We've heard other YouTube channels talking about the next coming months. Things will happen. A lot of changes are happening in my personal situation as well. I feel, again, this urge. Things are happening, things are shifting, and we got to be aligned with the right shifting. We have to be aligned. We have to put effort into that to be connected, to be aligned, and also to put our minds together. So that's why the community is so beautiful. We have to put our minds together, and everyone in their own authentic way, to increase the collective consciousness. Maybe we can pray, all of us together, we can motivate each other to pray, but we have to continue to do this. We have to continue to walk the individual path, grow, develop ourselves. We have to put our minds together with the collective path, with people that are aligned with similar goals as us, because that will increase the magnitude of our self and individual growth as well. And with that, we can connect even more. It's going to be very important because the coming months most likely will become even more volatile, and we have to stick together. We have to stick together. That's what I believe. And we can help each other out. If you have messages for people, you can send it to people. You can help other people with your advice, with your ideas. Maybe you want to share some dreams. Maybe you want to share a personal story. Maybe you want to share a charity that really needs some help right now. Join the community and share whatever you want to share in there. Guys, thank you all for watching today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you want to stick around, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I wish you all a beautiful day, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video. Bye bye.